Let's call now. Okay, this is the one object, right? Let's call. First formula. So follow the formulas, everything as per formulas. How can you call non-static void method under main method in the same class? So what is the answer? Object reference dot non-static method. So what is object reference in this line? So this one. So call that. Write the formula and follow that one by one. So reference variable is this one. So what the reference variable holds? So what will be there inside the reference variable?
Address to the object.
Object address, right? Object address.
Mm-hmm.
So typecasting demo. See that as it is. Object reference is this one. Then dot. Then method name. This is the method. So no difficulty also if you follow the formulas. Everything very crystal clear, and like when we are reading time, when you're studying a plus b whole square, right? Just a, b values you're just putting there. That's it. Same thing here also. See, all the code executed. Next, second formula. How can you call non-static void parameterized method under main method in the same class? So what is the answer? Object reference dot non-static method name and a parameter 1 value and parameter 2 value you are passing. So object reference is imobj dot swap method. So I can give to x value 10, y value 20. After swapping, this should go to x, 10 should go to y. That's a swapping. See this. Very simple. Next, how can you call return type non-static method under main method? So please observe the void methods and the return type methods, a difference. That's a very important. You should catch here only. Keen observability is important here. So return type means they are giving a value. That's why you have to store in some variable. That's what we are doing. So what are the return type methods we have? This is the one. So what is the return type of this method?
Integer.
Integer. So write that int. So data type of the method, what method it is returning? Integer. So variable sum and val equal to. So object reference im obj dot get random values. Okay. Random integer value is so every time you execute new one, new value 88. So you execute one more time. 96. See 1 to 100 only. In that boundary only you will get. So one more exercise I want to give. What you can do here is create a parameterized method and you give, for example, if I give n value as my parameter, okay? So this is the parameter I'm taking n, okay? Int n parameter. If I give n value 10, it should print only 1 to 10. If I give n value 100, it should print only 1 to 100. If I give n value 1000, it should print 1 to 1000. You got my point?
Yes.
So I don't want to hard code with 100 here. Then what is the replacement here? Just if you take a parameterized method, entire code is same. What is the change? If you want to parameterize this number, you're not getting my point.
No, sorry.
No, I want, sir, I want to print random integer values. Whatever the number I give. For example, n value, if I give 10, 1 to 10 only, it has to print.
Oh, then you want to multiply instead of multiply by 100, you want to do multiplied by n, right?
Right? So the parameter you have to take first.
Mm-hmm.
That parameter you give it here. That's it. To create that method and send it to me, okay? Next tomorrow.
Sure.
So you execute all with a different data. N you give 10, n you give 100, n you give 1000, n you give 10,000. It doesn't matter. So it will work for all, right? That's the kind of power of parameterized methods. That's why very, very powerful parameterized methods. You can test same logic with the different sets of data. Okay. How to call return type non-static method in the print statement. See, either you can store here or you can print directly in the value. But I'm going to print. I'm going to reuse this value in my next calculations. See that how to use that. Bigger value is plus imobz dot get bigger number. And it's a float, right? 25.34 capital F. 10.45 capital F. Let's execute. Say bigger one, this one. Out of these two, bigger one is this one. What is the next one? How can you access non-static variables in same class under main method? Can I call directly?
No.
You cannot call. You cannot. So because that's a non-static, main method is a static method. So you cannot call. So let's see, I'm going to use double result equal to imobz dot I, or shall I call directly? Let me show you. Shall I call I plus y, I plus rand value plus, but this is not giving error, but this one is giving error. So I hope you got the reason why you are getting error. That and C also you got error. D also you got error. Why you got error there? Why I, C, D you got errors?
Oh, they're non-static variables.
So non-static variables I cannot call directly under static method. That's what it is showing you. See what is the error? Just read that carefully. What it is saying?
Cannot make a static reference to the non-static field I.
What does mean by that?
Basically means I is a non-static variable, hence it cannot be used in a static method.
Yeah, exactly. Even C also same. D also same. Then how can you call non-static variables?
Objects. Create new object.
Object reference.
Yeah.
Object reference. IMOVJ dot. See, automatically it is listing out. When you put a object name, that object inside what are all the variables are there, that is showing automatically. So that's it. So directly you cannot call. You can call only with object reference non-static variables. Is it clear, sir, now?
Yes.
Okay. So can I call static variables directly or object reference I need to use?
You can do static variables directly because it's static variables and static methods go together.
Yeah. So you should not use object reference to call the static variables and static methods. Remember that, okay? So object reference is only for non-static stuff, not for static stuff. Static belongs to class. Non-static belongs to object. So see, I used this random value now. See, this local variable, right? This one I have used it here. Even I can call this one here. See, both are possible. Any confusion here?
Oh, no.
So I stored in a variable, the method output I stored in a variable, I'm reusing that variable here. Or I can directly call the method. The method will give output to me. That output, what is the output you will get from this part?
25.34.
25.34. So what is the D value? 20.5. What is the C value? 97. And random value, whatever it comes. I value 25. So that's the how you can get the values. See that? 184.8900. Okay. So done. Same class done. Next. Any questions before jumping onto the scenario 2? Scenario 2. How to call non-static members in another class of same package. First, let's create the class. Same package. We need to, that's what the scenario. Same package. Call one class instance members in another class of same package. So it's a big class, but fine. No, by reading, you can understand what the scenario is. So now, again, The procedure is same. You need to create a object for the class. Which class? This class or the class where instance members are there? This one. Which class you need to create object?
The class where the instance members exist.
Yeah, this one. Okay, this one you need to create object. Which class members you want to call? For that class, you need to create object. Create object. The class using new keyword. What is the syntax? Class name, reference of object equal to new. You should not forget this formula. This one. So what is the class name? Just copy this value. New class name. Right? See everything as per formula. Class name. So this class members I am calling. So that class name I am keeping here. Reference variable, I have given some reference variable. And see assignment operator, I have written as it is. Then new keyword as it is. Then space. Then class name is instance member demo. Parenthesis. This. Call one by one. So object reference is this one. Dot typecasting. Why typecasting demo is not visible?
Is it the access modifier that's used with it?
Yeah, it will be private. That is the reason. So if you want to access, what we need to do? We have to go and change the private to public. See, now it is going to be visible. See, that's accessible. Next one. Static variable, but okay, I made a mistake. So variable we need to call, but I'll call this one there. Method I'll call here. But we call the variable, we call the method here, but I'll call here variables. So which variable you want to call? So I want to call, for example, str. So it's not allowing because str is having change. The field instance method demo dot str is not visible because that has a low visibility, low scope. That means private is there. So this is the private is there. Change this to, otherwise use different. Okay, I'll use a double value. Okay, let me use a double. So, but this value, this is the direct value, right? In the way in the Java, direct value you cannot write, right? Either you need to store in somewhere, or you have to print that, right? So let's do print it. I cannot directly write it. This is the value. This is not a variable. You are calling the variable, but this is the value finally. You will get a D value here. Are you clear or no?
Not clear so far.
See that object reference dot non-static variable. So object reference dot non-static variable. See, instance variable value is 20.55. Next. So void method, parameter 1, parameter 2, I'm just calling that. So here not 3, only 2, okay? This method is having only 2 parameters. That parameter 1 value, parameter 2 value I have given. You can give your own values if you want. Next, return type methods. So this is the another easy way to call with the formulas. If you remember this for this formula, you will get so many places. So you have to by heart this formula. Or if you just know the difference of void and without void, and you don't need to by heart also. You can just say, so okay, this is the right side is a value. The method is giving output that I need to store in a variable. That's it. So this will do, right? This will copy this value here. If you know this, all these basics, automatically you can do that. If you are not implementing those basics, obviously you'll forget syntaxes. See, I didn't try to complete. I just written a few remaining control space for if you know, it will list out and choose which one you want. 86. And another one you can call so I can give any random values and I can give even random number I will take. See, I am using this variable here. I can use it, okay? As a local variable, I can use it in anywhere as an argument for other method. I can pass it, right? That also I can do that. 15.34. Maybe random value is 12 only. That's why 15.34. Okay, so that's the second scenario is done. Any questions before going for the last scenario?
Good so far.
Okay. Let's finish last scenario. Just, without practicing, it doesn't work out. All the scenarios you need to practice. I'll check your maybe tomorrow. You need to show me the static thing, what you practiced for all 4 scenarios. I think you sent it, right, already.
Mm-hmm.
This also you need to show me tomorrow. See, call instance members in another package class. Basically, one package class instance members, you are calling in another package. Again, procedure is same. What is the procedure? How can you call? Non-static means what is the first step you need to tell?
Class name.
No, that is not the answer, sir. So create an object for the class. That's the answer. The next step, call the members with the object reference. These are the 2 steps you need to tell always. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So create object. See, I have written 3 times create object for the class, and theory part I explained 2 times. Yesterday I explained, and today also I explained one more time the diagram with the diagram. Total 5 times I explained the same topic. Repeatedly, I'm repeating the same point. There is no one time if I tell you can blame me. It's not one time, right? 5 times I repeated. Create object for the class. Sir, one time you are telling and you're asking immediately. This is not fair. You can ask, you can tell that. But this, I'm repeating continuously same point. Am I or no?
Yes.
So now you can. The object reference I'm changing every time. Okay. Yes, local variables always unique. It should be different names. You can see why it is throwing error now. Observe. It's throwing error. The first thing you need to do is you import always. When you're crossing from one package to other package, what is the first step?
Import package.
Import the package. Once you create object, you automatically will add a class name, right? There it will show error. Then mouse over there and import it. So import statement will add below the package, above the class. So import package name dot class name. Okay. So let's call one by one now. Remaining all steps same steps, no change at all. So call instance variable. Only D visible. Others are not visible because they have less permissions. That's why. And call non-static void method. So what is it? MD obj dot typecasting demo. Call parameterized void method. So MD obj dot swap. See that. Call return type nonstatic method. So formulas I'm not writing, okay? As you know already. Can you tell me this formula? Return type non-static method, how to call?
Return type not static. Okay. Access modifier.
Why sir access modifier?
Oh, sorry. So happen.
In the formulas while calling or accessing the methods variables, you never get a access modifier. Please remember that. You're never going to get a access modifier while accessing. You're accessing now. Already there. You're using them in your methods. Return type methods. Sir, how to call it? I called void methods this way. Object reference dot method name. But return type method, how you will call them?
Data type.
That is what I am asking. Data type. A variable name equal to object reference dot get. It's not visible. Why? Because the permission is not there. Go and give the permission. So here default. That's why there is no permission. So I'm going to give permission now. Now you got that. See, that's the value. That's it. 325. The last one, calling return type in print statement. Either you can call in the print statement or you can store in the variable. So both I have shown you. Both are correct. Any one you can do. Not necessary both, but based on your need. So you want to print value directly, use print statement. No, you want to store that in a variable and you want to use this variable in multiple places. Then store in the variable. Okay. Are you clear?
Yes.
This is also not visible. Why? Because it has a protected. Protected is not visible outside the package. So change it to public. Only public is visible everywhere. Now you see, get bigger number, random number, and 55.67 F. So this is all the methods how to call. See, 87.0 is that means random number is the bigger one than this one. So that's all about how to call non-static stuff in different places. Right. Tomorrow we'll see a new topic, that is control structures. Any questions before closing?